getting louder. When the rhythm has to come, let your heart beat the drum. Every second of your life is a part of your song.
Magic show.
Y'all know what this is? Oh yeah, this is the mix. Woo!
Why don't you feel touch? Why don't you touch?
Never thought that I'd fall in love, but it grew from a simple crush. Being without you, girl, never saw me as love. When you walked out, said that you had enough. Baby, can't you see I'm calling? God like you should do.
Pistol record at my backpack, underground fans get to skipping. Backpack, southern town fans get to skipping. Chasing fat stacks, running down brands. This a mission, I don't backtrack. Every single sound from me different. I don't own no ice, just got clean rap. Don't ever two-step, how this rap blade snap.
Cause when I'm on the mic, dude, it's over. They say I'm on the chain, I'm more like off the leader. I get these girls wet like Aquafina. Now stop.
Hold up, I got something for you.